جئت بالحق فذبحوها وما كادوا يفعلون وإذ قتلتم نفسا فادارأتم فيها والله مخرج ما كنتم تحذرون والله مخرج ما كنتم تكتمون فقلنا اضربوه ببعضها كذلك يحيي الله الموتى ويريكم آياته لعلكم تعقلون. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. وإذ قتلتم نفسا فادارأتم فيها والله مخرج ما كنتم تكتمون فقلنا اضربوه ببعضها كذلك يخرج الله الموتى كذلك يحيي الله الموتى ويريكم آياته لعلكم تعقلون ثم قست قلوبكم من بعد ذلك فهي كالحجارة أو أشد قسوة وإن من الحجارة لما يتفجر منه الأنهار وإن منها لما يشقق فيخرج منه الماء وإن منها لما يهبط من خشية الله وما الله بغافل عما تعملون. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أستغفر الله أستغفر الله أستغفر الله. اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تبارك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد يحيي ويميت وهو حي لا يموت من الخير. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. لا إله إلا الله ولا نعم. لا إله إلا الله مخلصين والدين ولو كره الكافرون. اللهم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. Inshallah, every Fajr we have a short khatira, and it will be about tafsir on some of the verses that the Imam has recited yesterday. So the Imam, Jazallah Khair, has started from Surah Al-Baqarah, and inshallah we will be having the khatam all the way until the night of the 29th, inshallah. So our khatam will be on the 29th, inshallah, of Ramadan, which is going to be a Friday night. So among what he has recited was the story of the cow, after which the whole surah was named. So the second surah in Quran is Surah Al-Baqarah, the chapter of the cow, and the story behind it is mentioned there. It started by وَإِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى لِقَوْمِهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَأْمُرُكُمْ أَن تَذْبَحُوا بَقَرَةً. Musa alayhi salatu salam has told his companions or his people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding you to slaughter a cow. قَالُوا أَتَتَّخِذُونَ هُزُوًا. Are you being sarcastic? قَالَ أَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ أَنْ أَكُونَ مِنَ الْجَاهِلِينَ. I seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from being among the ignorant, or among the people who do sarcasm. قَالُوا ادْعُ لَنَا رَبَّكَ يُبَيِّنْ لَنَا مَا هِيَ. So they started to ask him, okay, what type of cow is this? The shape, the color, the age, and all that stuff. And subhanAllah, every time when he asked them, he said, just slaughter a cow. But then they started asking him, okay, so tell us more. And he said, okay, it's neither a young one nor a very old one. It's in between. لا فارض ولا بكر عوان بين ذلك. They said, okay, how about its color? So then the third question, give us more details. And then every time they ask him, the cow becomes more specific. So at the beginning it was generic, any cow. But then they shortened the circle all the way until there was only one cow that matches all those descriptions. And then they slaughter it as he asked them, and then they used that cow to hit a dead body, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given life to that dead body. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave this as an example of how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings people back to life after their death. So this is in general the surah. The explanation about this surah has come in what we call it Isra'iliyat. Isra'iliyat are the stories that were mentioned in the time of Banu Israel. And the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam has said, لا تصدقوهم ولا تكذبوهم وحدثوا عن بني إسرائيل ولا حرج. That he sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, if you have those stories that do not disagree with our faith, then you can take them. You don't have to say that they are 100% sure happening, nor that you should deny them. You can just take them and take the lessons from it. So the lesson of this, actually Imam Ibn Kathir rahimahullah ta'ala has mentioned 3 stories. But the most frequent one is that there was a person who was very rich in the time of Prophet Musa alayhi salatu wassalam, and that person has a daughter. So the cousin of this daughter wanted to get married to her, and the father wouldn't agree. So the cousin became very angry. So he made a plot, he made a plan that he will kill the father and get married to the daughter and get his money. Very malicious plan, walayatu billah. And so he pretended like he wanted to go into some business, and he asked his uncle to go with him. And they went together. As he approached the people that he wanted to do the business with, he showed them that this is my uncle and I have a lot of money and we need to do some exchange and whatnot. But then later, he managed to get with his uncle alone and he killed him. And then he claimed that the people with whom he is doing business were the ones who killed him. And he started to cry, pretending like, I'm so sad, what did you do? You killed my uncle and whatnot. So the issue became very big, very huge. They were like, okay, what can we do? You know, the tribe of this man wanted to interfere. The tribe of the other side of the story wanted to interfere. And then they said, well, we have a prophet with us. Let's ask him. So this young man came to Rasulullah, to Musa alayhi salatu salam, and he asked him, could you tell us, since you are a prophet, who killed my uncle? So he was the one who killed him, and he pretended like, oh, I'm the innocent person. So Musa alayhi salatu salam, at the beginning, he was like, he called upon people, if anyone knows, please tell us, but no one responded. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed to Prophet Musa that they should slaughter a cow, and that cow, you can use part of it to hit the dead body, and the dead body will get life and will call who has killed them. So he said, Musa alayhi salam, slaughter a cow. The children of Israel at that appointed time, as usual, they were always arguing. So tell us what it is. Actually, when he told them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked you to kill the cow or slaughter a cow, they said, are you being sarcastic? We're asking you who killed him and you want us to slaughter a cow? He said, A'udhu billahi an akuna min al-jahilin. I seek refuge in Allah to be among the ignorant or the ones who do sarcasm. So then they actually started to ask those questions, the color, the age, the shape, and all those things, until they found no cow that matches this except a cow that was present with one family. And subhanAllah, this family, as Imam Ibn Kathir has mentioned, it belonged to a man who was very, very great to his father and mother. This man, and this is a side story, but let's listen to it first because it's very related. This man was very good to his father and mother, and he used to have a cow that he would milk and would bring the milk to his father and mother every morning. He had some money, but not that much. And subhanAllah, it seems that the way that he treated his father and mother was very, very unique in a way that he wouldn't even make a noise to wake them up from at any time they were asleep. So one day, a merchant came to the person and he offered him to give him a huge amount of money in order to purchase this cow. He wanted to do this, but he had to ask his father, and the father was asleep. So he said, can you wait until my father wakes up? He said, no, and I can offer you more money. He said, until my father wakes up. He said, no, and I will offer you more money. So at the end, he said, I'm not going to wake up my father, and I'm not going to interrupt his sleep. So I'm not going to sell this, even if you give me whatever money you have. So he left, and people started to accuse him of being insane. Like, you got all of this money, and you're not willing to to just wake up your father? So he said, I'm not going to do it. So he was attributed as an insane person, a crazy person. SubhanAllah, they said that when the description matches only this one cow, they came to him and they said to him, we are willing to give you the price of this cow equivalent to its weight in gold. Equivalent to its weight in gold. In some narration they said they multiplied that by 10 times. And Musa alayhi salatu wasalam has acknowledged that. So they paid him way more than what he was expecting for this cow, and it was after his father passed away. So when they got the cow, they slaughtered it, they got a bone, and they hid the deceased person. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought life to him, and he pointed his finger to his nephew, the one who killed him. He said, this was the one who killed me. That's where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَقُلْنَا ضْرِبُوهُ بِبَعْضِهَا كَذَلِكَ يُحْيِي اللَّهُ الْمَوْتَى وَيُرِيكُمْ آيَاتِهِ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَعْقِلُونَ. We asked them, or we commanded them to hit him with part of the cow, and this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would bring life to the deceased. And Allah shows you the signs of him subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that you may contemplate on the things. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَإِذْ قَتَلْتُمْ نَفْسًا فَادَّارَأْتُمْ فِيهَا وَاللَّهُ مُخْرِجٌ مَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْتُمُونَ فَقُلْنَا اضْرِبُوا بَعْضَهَا كَذَلِكَ يُحْيِي اللَّهُ الْمَوْتَى وَيُرِيكُمْ آيَاتِهِ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَعْقِلُونَ ثم قست قلوبكم بعد ذلك فهي كالحجارة. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also said about them that when they slaughtered the cow, they were not actually willing to do this, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has enabled them to say inshaAllah. Can we stop that? Jazakallah khair. So when they said inshaAllah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then made it possible for them. Now subhanAllah, the thing is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given Musa alayhi salatu wasalam this miracle, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has honored the one who was great to his parents, and of course the one who killed this man. He was killed because of this, and since then a rule in the Sharia of Musa alayhi salatu wasalam was that la irtha liqatil, that the killer will never get the inheritance of the one he killed. So if someone wants to kill like an uncle or a father or someone that he may inherit from, then part of the punishment is not to get a single money of it. And that's why they call it in Sharia, مَنْ اسْتَعْجَلَ شَيْئًا قَبْلَ أَوَانِهِ عُوقِبَ بِحِرْمَانِهِ, that whoever seeks something before it is due, before it is actually offered in Sharia, then the punishment, part of the punishment is that this person will not get it. With that, inshallah, Allah yabarak fikum. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from all of us. Let's conclude with the dua. Allahumma ya Rahman ya Rahim ya Qayyum as-samawati wal-ardin, nas'aluka bi asma'ika al-husna wa sifatika al-ula أن توفقنا لصيام هذا الشهر وقيامه. اللهم تقبل منا صلاتنا وصيامنا وصالح أعمالنا. اللهم أعنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. اللهم وفقنا لحفظ اللسان وغض البصر. اللهم يا ربنا أعنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. إلهنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم، وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. جزاكم الله كل خير.